everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Hope the weather is nice where you are. It's good to see all of you in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Elser, what on earth did this foodie woman do? Well, I'll tell you. What on earth has she not done? I don't know if many of you know about Foodie. I'm sure you do. Who I like to call the Foodie Beauty. Butter. Good morning, Elser, Jamie, Cranky, Naomi, Newfie. Sorry. ND Bushes, Agent 99, Butter. How's everybody doing? Sorry if I don't go through the list. Pointer Lover, gotcha. Grammy's Place, Sue, Rose of Sharon, I do from Shani, yeah. Lake Girl, Newfie, Apple Bottom Jeans, Crafty Girl, Mimi, Amira, Miss J, Full of Heart. Oh, Crafty Girl with the 4 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate all of you being here. I especially appreciate you that are members. What's in that thumbnail? Come on, girl. You have to know who she is. Put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with who Foodie Beauty is. Hey, Lady K9, how have you been? Amy, good morning. Put a 1 in the chat if you are familiar with Foodie Beauty. Hey, Mike. Oh, Elser, you're not aware at all? Wow, okay. Hey, Shelby, Blissful. We got a few ones and a few no ideas and some kinda. There's no escaping her. Hey, Lucky. Agent 99 does not. Midwest doesn't. Okay. All right. Well, then give me just a moment because then we have to do this a little bit differently. I thought everybody would be aware. But I get it. I get if you're not. Okay. Oh, True Love has 4 paws. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love to hear your view on this. And 1, so you're familiar. And Full of Heart with this 3 months. We love you, Granny, and support you. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you. We haven't even been live for a minute. And you guys are dropping the milestones and the super chats, and that means a lot to me. Thank you. I see your thumbnails in my feed. Never click on them. I'm sorry, Kiwi. I'm sorry. Let me tone it down. I get excited. Aware of CJK? Like, yeah, have you ever heard of her? Are you familiar with the name? Or, you know what I mean? Like one of those things. But this is a very interesting. She has a very interesting lore. Her channel grew because of the whole mukbang scene. One of her videos went pretty viral for that. Then her channel took off. And then her channel grew a bunch of reaction channels. It grew a whole world, the Gorl world, with Amber Lynn Reed. And, you know, there's a whole community based around this insanity of this woman. But there is a background lore video that I will play for you all so that you can be familiar. Gold Dust with the almost a year, 11 months in. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's quite a lore. If you think Foodie is a mess, the main heifers that cover her are just as bad. You think so, Cranky? Isn't she from the UK? No, she's from Canada. It's a royal mess all the way around. I agree. OG Fish, no. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Regina. Saw her last week briefly for her first time. Not sure what to think. Yeah, it's what you have to understand because she can make you feel sympathetic for her. But if you know her backstory, you know enough about her, you kind of lose that, like some others were aware of, right? So I will play this wonderful video that was made that basically gives you the backstory of Foodie Beauty. Oh, yay, Erwin. I appreciate that. Thank you. Nevermore with the 98 on the thumbs up. Who's going to be 100? I'm interested to learn. Yay. Hey, Pick Me. Good morning, Dr. Snowflakes. You think it looks like her? I'm Canadian. We do not claim this thing. Mukbang discussing Colt. Oh, I didn't know that. Good morning, Ellen. The woman is eating herself to death. Beauty. Foodie Beauty. Girl, it's in the thumbnail. Stop playing. You know exactly what the name is. Shut up. Shut up. All right, let's go ahead and push play and give you guys an idea of who she is for those who are unaware.
Tall Marie Serrault, also known as Foodie Beauty, is a YouTuber who has been embroiled in many controversies over the course of their career.
Clue knows the name because it's in the title. She's just picking on me again. I said I'm going to have to be the next victim of clues. I'm going to have to come on every day crying. And if I don't get an intro song made for me, I will cry harder. Oh, Teresa, thank you so much. I've seen this. Glad you're covering this. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look away if you're weak-tummied. Yeah, it's not right, Ellen. She's Canadian, so I don't claim her as an American. Well, she's Canadian. Watch it, been work. My friend traveled to Philly, brought me soft. Oh, they're the best, aren't they? 3 size 360. Do you know what company? Like, you know, because we have plenty of pretzel companies, but my favorite is not the most popular. Hello, Winnie.
For more than half a decade, Chantal has been making YouTube videos, and for more than half a decade she has put herself in bad situation after bad situation. And every single time she has no one but herself to blame. After finishing my research on this story and understanding just how rough she had it at certain points in her life, I was genuinely surprised that Chantal is still with us. Many people compare her to Amberlynn Reid, and while there are some similarities and crossover at certain points in the timeline, this is a completely different kind of story than Amber's, one that is much darker. Chantal's early life was mired with tragedy and drama, noted as being less than kind to her siblings, and this will be elaborated on later in the timeline when it led to drama. During this time, Chantal was living with her mother and getting into quite a bit of trouble. She became involved with a 21-year-old man who had a pregnant girlfriend, who knew
this guy's voice is a little like monotone for me. I'm a little more like, woo, she was in love with a 21-year-old man. So it'll be a little difficult to get through, but that's okay. Mick Rappin, welcome to the MFers. I appreciate you being here with us. Thank you.
Chantal and was extremely jealous, even attempting to show up at her school one day to fight her. Due to this relationship and a number of other behavioral problems at the time, Chantal was admitted to a mental health facility. Foodie described her time there as horrific, stating that she was a spoiled brat who was simply seeking attention when these were actual mental patients she was surrounded with. And after a short stay, she desperately wanted to leave and return home to her mother's.
All right, this guy's like a little too boring for me, so I'm having a hard time here, folks. So what I will do is take us over to our lovely friend, Cece, who does a video on Gorl World, which is Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty. So give you a little, you know, she's a little more uplifting, if you will.
Friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea. You know that. I know that.
Yeah,
I'm just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. And as a little treat to y'all, I think we should go on a little trip. A lot of y'all have requested that we venture to this world. No, I'm not talking about Disney World. No, I'm not talking about Wally World. I'm talking about Gorl World.
Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege.
Hey, friends,
so that person who just said that being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. That is Foodie.
Heads up, later in this video, we are going to talk about an amazing giveaway I have for y'all, thanks to the sponsor of this video, Balessa. You do not over the last 10 years, and that's literally it. Just him into the chat, like the link in my description box or in the pinned video. The Gorl World podcast, yes, there's a whole podcast and community around this, did a great job as defining it as a motley crew made up of infamous YouTube creators. The reaction/drama channels are
Do you know that they came in my chat, Scooter? They came in my chat when we had like, there was like 1,700 people in here. And I even checked to make sure it was them, and it was. And I was like, oh, Lordy. I don't know, Robot. Drop in and say good morning. It was an interesting night last night. Okay, I'm going for my morning nap. Oh, Purple. Well, good morning to you. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. I don't know what took place last night, so I'm out the loop on that one.
archiving their antics and the dedicated viewers, often labeled as haters, following along. Both Amberlynn and Chantel started vlogging on YouTube about their lives and their desires to lose weight over a decade ago. While the girls have been friendly in the past several years ago, Amber popped into the chat of one of Chantel's ex-partners, quote unquote, and left a supportive comment, and that was enough to piss off Chantel forever.
I'm
If
sorry
a
to hear that,
situation
too.
presents itself as beneficial to Amber or Chantel, they will play pretend friends in a video. If not, they will occasionally drag one another to filth online. I'm not gonna lie, you're most likely never gonna be actually ready and seated and sat to get into the depths of hell of girl world, but
So, actually, there was this guy, Yo Mama, that was part of Girl World that I heard just lost his channel. Anybody in the chat familiar with him? There's rumors that he kicked the cat, the neighbor's cat, and then the next day the cat passed away. I don't know how true it is. Really, Clue. Ooh. But apparently he lost his channel. Now I will say, I don't know how people felt about him, but he was entertaining. Like, he was funny. The few snippets I did see, but I didn't see him in this world. I saw him in a different world, so I don't know what he was doing over in Girl World. I didn't know your mom lost his channel. So glad. Girl.
get ready because here we go. And let's start by learning more about the one and only Amberlynn Reid. Now, I do just want to say my knowledge of Amberlynn Reid before all of this and before doing this video was literally Peter Mon talking about her multiple times on his channel over the last 10 years. And that's literally it. Just him calling Amberlynn Reid a liar for a decade. So boy, was I not ready.
Oh, looks so good for the brain.
What's happening? A heart attack today.
Brain and pedals, these drop. I wore the wrong shoes. I am dumb. Oh.
Amberlynn Reid.
They're trying to get her over in the LCU world. Let's go up. So this is Amberlynn Reid. She was friends with Foodie. Now let's get over to Foodie section of it. And yeah, of course, I'll drop the link to this. Cece is always great with her videos. And she's a lot more entertaining than a gentleman we tried listening to. I wish we could go through his video because he gives the whole backstory. But the monotone I can't handle. I'm trying to wake up, not go to sleep.
For an entire year. Again, these things could literally just be rage bait. They probably are just rage bait.
Thank you so much, Maggie. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here. No, locale. Else, what did I say? I don't know. He lost his shadow. I had to grab my phone and look at the chat. Shadow. She is gorgeous, isn't she? Good morning, Teresa. Butter Crimpet. You know it's bad when the crime community is doing videos on her. Well, she is a criminal, quite frankly. She definitely is.
But, like, is it worth it? Clearly not. Now on to the next queen of girl world, which is Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty, also known as Chantel Marie, is 41 years old, lives in Kuwait, is rumored to cosplay as a Muslim revert, which we will discuss a bit further. Married, allegedly. Put a pin in that. She's a YouTuber with over 106,000 followers, is known for using filters to the max during her videos, but she claims that she doesn't use them, only to turn around and tell on herself, stating that she does indeed use filters.
Isn't this very familiar? I know, we're all going to feel the comparisons, but contain yourselves, folks. Hey, Goody. Kuwait, yes, you're going to hear and now, I mean, we can't jump ahead, OG Fish, but she is in trouble. Tattooed.
Started uploading on her YouTube channel in 2014, but it wasn't until 2017.
Quite frankly, I mean, it's not, but sub count isn't what matters. Your sub count isn't what matters at all. It's your view count, your participation, your interaction in the chat. So you could have, well, I know people that have, 20,000 or 100,000 subscribers and they can't break 100 people in chat. Do you know what I mean? Lost his channel makes way more sense. Duh, I can't be such, oh, there you go. Lost his shadow.
17 that one of her mukbang videos went viral. Much like Amberlynn Reid, Foodie Beauty is a well-known liar, an alleged narcissist and or sociopath, and she has also been involved in countless controversies. She's also been accused of being racist, homophobic, and an animal abuser. How delightful. She's also doxed content creators and viewers. Like I said, on YouTube, she has over 106,000 followers, and then she has a YouTube couples channel with over 10,000 followers.
Poor guy, he just wanted a visa. He just wanted a visa. He thought he found himself Wow, 11-hour live stream. Oof. I don't know how you people do it. He thought he found himself a wealthy American and was going to come on, or I'm sorry, Canadian, was going to come over to Canadian. Sorry, I'm getting text. Stop texting me. I'm putting you on Do Not Disturb. And instead, he got a headache, a woman who disrespects his country, disrespects his friends, disrespects him, quite frankly, but he's an idiot. He deserves it. Right. Like, what did he expect?
She deleted TikTok and then also goes back and forth and makes it private multiple times. And then on Instagram, she has 2,900-ish followers, which seems real low.
He was caught cheating on her too. He said he wanted to poop on somebody. Bless it be.
Chantel Marie started a YouTube channel over a decade ago, but her channel didn't take off until she started making mukbang content. Mukbang content is eating videos, basically. Sit down, chatting, eating, and more specifically, eating massive quantities of food on camera while chatting with her followers and fans. At first, viewers thought Chantel...
Look at her. She's nuts, dude. You know what she will say? She always says she's losing weight. She will try to convince you all she is losing weight. Delilah, she is not losing weight. Woof, woof.
Was a friendly Canadian version of Amberlynn Reid, emphasis on at first. She appeared goofy and unapologetic for her behavior.
It's exciting dating because I'm kind of being like a hoe. I'm a successful businesswoman.
But it didn't take long for Chantel, aka Foodie Beauty, to change or...
She embraces her fupa, unlike some other fupa barons that deny their fupa existence. Embrace your fupas, people. Embrace your fupas. Why is it always people like Chantel here that have the most confidence? Have you all ever noticed that? It is always to people like her. Hey, to me for fun. Talk to me for fun. That's a really cute name. It is always people like her that have the most confidence. What it is, I don't know.
Or, as some hypothesize, have her true colors show.
Number one, I'm pretty, okay? Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege.
She also started using filters to the point where she's become unrecognizable. Her life has changed drastically since she has started her YouTube channel. She's gone from a long-term relationship to chasing an undesirable and violent man all over Canada, to meeting a Muslim man and reverting to Islam, and then marrying this man after only 3 months and moving to Kuwait. It's a lot of red flags, to say the least.
As a Christian, I didn't feel connected fully somehow, but I couldn't quite place my feelings.
I love when she does these fake voiceovers and she talks like this. But on a live stream, she's like, ah. No, she's not. She's actually very insecure, but you know what it is. She just, she tries. It's scientifically proven that fat people are happier and more satisfied with themselves. Is it really? Was the study ran by a fat scientist? They're clipping that shit. Oh, she ran. She gone. She ran from the country. Glitters and Lasers? No, I've never even heard of that name. He wanted married in 2 days and she was in Kuwait within a month. She's a nut. She's a nut.
Months later, after nearly giving up on love, God sent me Salah, my beautiful husband, and I went to Kuwait to marry him. Salah is a Muslim man.
Salah's boring.
Salah's not boring.
Even if I'm boring, why are you watching me? Right? Just easy. Press unsubscribe and don't watch. Don't come here. Don't even chat. Don't even talk.
I believe
Just
you
kill
could.
yourself.
Thank
please.
you, Susan.
Shortly after being in the Middle East, I became a hijabi, and I can't explain the level of peace I now felt, and love, and just total acceptance in every way, support from my husband.
Reply to that is, I don't care, kiss my big butt, and I'm raging. Do you know what I mean?
And for this, I owe Allah my life. I decided the life of servitude to Allah is what brings me the most peace. And I have failed many times to be a quote-unquote good Muslim, as I've allowed emotions and trauma to get the best of me at times, and I still struggle with many demons in my life. However, I will never give up trying. Allahu Akbar. Thank you for watching my story.
Many of her fans and the haters of
The haters. As a woman who has been big, lost weight, and helped other women, is always a show. Even the ladies I've helped that had good base of self-confidence, the more they put on, the more insecure. That's really sad. It really is if you think about it. You got to be to something to do something. Juicy goddess. Toe Beans coming in with the 206. A lot needs the short bus. I think that's what he drives. My value doesn't come from how I look, it's from who I am. All skinny people obsessed with looks always feel they need improvement. They gain 7 pounds. It's a huge problem. I don't think that's all skinny people. But I understand your sentiments. Hey, Incognito. I've never been happier when I'm overweight. Never, but that's just me. I don't criticize others for being overweight. Yeah, I don't care if you're overweight. I don't care if you're, people think that calling people skinny or telling people they need to eat isn't harmful. It's as harmful as calling people fat and telling them they don't need to eat. You know what I mean? And quite frankly, I don't care either way, but it can go both ways. It can be a problem to gain weight and it can be a problem to lose weight. If people are happy, they're happy. And if that's all that matters, if you are happy with yourself and your current state, great. If you're not, do something to change it. That's all.
Gorl world have tried to warn Chantel that this man is a scammer and that he just wanted to marry her so that he could get a green card or citizenship or whatever to move to Canada. And people still tell her this and believe this today, but it does seem like she just ignores them and writes them off as haters. And this man, Salah, perhaps he didn't know how bad Foodie Beauty's financial situation was and that she allegedly owes the government tens of thousands of dollars in taxes and hasn't paid taxes and has filed for bankruptcy twice.
I declare bankruptcy!
Needless to say, the honeymoon phase did not last long for them because allegedly he cheated on her with one of her fans, like one of her followers, when they were visiting Canada over Christmas break. Ew. And this situation is known as #poopgate because, of course, there's got to be a gate with every situation.
Here comes Poopgate. Here comes Poopgate. I say, let your fupa fly. Listen, you can't help if we get a fupa, right? A lot of times you get one from having children, whatever it may be. Just embrace yourselves.
Situation. It's got to be memorialized with a name. Now, apparently he cheated on Chantel with someone named Kybella, which Kybella is like a weight loss injection. What do y'all name in your kids? I mean, it's a pretty name, but it just seems ironic.
So he did confirm that this was him. So every minute, every
Polish, I'm
second,
sorry.
when you go outside your home and walk, your mind will be thinking how to worship me. When you go bathroom, you will.
All right, so this is her quote unquote husband talking to one of her subscribers. Every minute, every second, when you go outside your home and walk, your mind will be thinking how to worship me.
Think that your face on the toilet and I'm going to pee.
When you go bathroom, you will think that your face on the toilet and I'm going to pee and poop on your face. When you sleep, you will think that you are sleeping under the bed and am top of you on the bed like the king. You are worthless, just my garbage bin. I got to spit on your face, so much more. How many of you are signing up, ladies? How many of you are running to sign up for this type of love talk? Ooh. You mean to tell me you guys aren't throbbing at the thought? Come on now. He's a real ladies' man. And if this is what he says to a stranger, imagine how he, talks to her. And she was dumb enough to fall for it. She ran to go marry the man. Ew.
Pee and poop on your face. When you sleep, you will think that you are sleeping under the bed and I'm top of you on the bed like a king. I love how a kink for him is sleeping in the bed because we know he can't sleep in the bed with Chantel because he doesn't fit and he has to sleep on the couch. So getting hot and heavy for him is being allowed in the bed. You are worthless, just like my garbage bin. I'm going to spit on your face so much. This is him just complaining about an ex that Kay Bella had told him about that she had. I think he's jealous that the man got money and he didn't. So when you have
I'll have money eventually. By the way, this is why that Egyptian break up with you. He want to scam you. He needs a sugar mommy to pay for him and marry him to sponsor him to USA. I don't know how you talk with Egyptian, how low you are. And then here comes Foodie. No, to BH, he pretended like he loved me, but he only used me to get off when he was horny. I know, Daddy. I'm sorry. Salah, when you have money, you're going to send me too, because I owned you. And I will take your money, and it's honorable to you, for sure. My slave. Strong arm.
money, you're going to send me to, because I owned you. I will take your money, and it's honorable to you. For sure, my slave. This is just a rough artist rendition of what the screenshots look like. Use your imagination. I will do all of these with you and humiliate you. I'm going to spit a lot on your face and stomp your goddamn face and pee on you.
So, spoiler.
Who was turned on by that? That was with Kybella? Oh. Good morning, Janet. I thought the second one was definitely Foodie, but okay, wow. That's disgusting.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. And allegedly he cheated again, at least twice.
Please
that we allegedly know of.
You know what's funny? You wanted me to protect him and not go lie and say that it was him. No, I would never leave you. I love you. No, you don't. You don't love me. You don't. And that's obvious now for sure. Like, people were right about you. That's the other worst part. Cheated with a beast. Can you imagine? I don't think my life, like, oh no, it could get worse. I can't jinx it because it's on a roll. What kind of...
You know, here's the truth. one of the first videos I ever made was about Foodie and the fact that her ex-boyfriend, how somehow you can't even say his name because I'll have your stream removed, how he was accused of rape. And Foodie was disgusted with how she responded, of course, because that's how she always is.
Trashy, attention-seeking are you, K Bella? Like, you ruined her family for her?
This is K Bella, and she was a paying member in Foodie's chat for quite a while. She posted this to her Twitter account. It says, "You know what I had to do to get Sella's attention, Chantal? Follow him. That's all I did. He took an interest in me, and I took full advantage of it. I don't know how else to tell you, Gorl. Call me up all you want, but your man made all the first moves. I promise you."
Not Chantal calling me over when her husband was trying to convince me to go take out a loan so I can go and be with him for the next 2 weeks
The nut.
while she was in Canada. I mean, if it wasn't me, it was going to be somebody else, Chantal. Your husband isn't faithful. Your marriage is fake. You're impulsive. You married somebody you didn't even know.
Sella also made a community post addressing the situation, definitely written by Chantal though. Shortly after that, she made a video titled, "I Love Him," in which she stated that she decided to forgive him and move on, and that you can love someone and still cheat on them. Chantal decided to give the relationship another try and insisted K Bella and Sella only talked one time, and that's as far as it went. K Bella then leaked the pictures Sella sent her. Chantal then made a community post stating
Something like that, and not being with the person to reconcile it in person, and like, or just like talk and just like talk it out in person. It's all like, part of me just wants to run back right away, but like, I'm just trying to be patient because I have a lot I have to do here.
K Bella recently came out with even more messages between she and Sella. Turns out they were talking for almost 2 weeks straight.
So if there's one thing I regret the most,
Well, look how weird this photo is. Isn't that the weirdest look? Like, that looks like an illusion. How weird is that? They're just so weird.
it's impulsively coming on here and doing that live stream,
Morning,
talking about my
Rainbow.
private matters online.
Well-
So I'll just come right out and say I've decided to make my marriage work. This is a
Our marriage
one-time
work.
occurrence. I'm not naive and will say for certain it will never happen again. Nothing has happened like this before, but even the screenshots that were revealed between him and this show Salah saying he has never talked to any other woman, etc., etc.
Now, Chantal, being the real smarty pants that she is, threatened this other woman and then forgave Salah, which I don't understand why. I'll never understand that. But hey, I'm not in that relationship. Thank God.
We're going to catch up in
video
her
to come on here and let you know that I will not be addressing my relationship. I will be keeping that 100% offline.
And then she didn't. She goes on to make a couple channel, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward. I feel like this guy's been looking to get away from her for a very long time. And now he has gotten his wish. Foodie and Salah go out to a park to eat chicken. They rarely ever go out together. And they come across a kitten. Okay, a kitten. And she decides she's going to take this kitten. Well, the problem with that is she then says, if people donate to her, let me pull it right on up, that she will be able to take this kitten in, take it to the vet, all of that. She basically raised funds under, here it is. Let's just pull it up for you all. She's such a slob. Everything she does is so disrespectful to their culture, that country. She's so wrong in what she does, but she keeps doing it. She has zero respect, and now she landed herself in so much trouble. And honestly, I think he's looking forward to getting rid of her. I don't think he's going to fight for her at all.
Guys, so I'm here to give you a update on the cat situation.
Crazy.
I'm doing a video because I want to insert some video of the cat. So you guys know that we found a kitten in the
Right. She knows the laws. The community has told her for nearly 3 years. She's broken loads of laws, even filmed oil fields. Then she filmed the graveyard, the gravesite of Salah's mother, and walking on the... She's just disrespectful. She's very disrespectful. She's not a citizen. Nope.
park. It was by itself. It wasn't with any other kittens. It wasn't, you know, we didn't see a mom anywhere, anything like that. So in haste, I collected the kitten because I felt really bad for it. It was really hot. It was panting. It was severely malnourished. When I held it, I could feel like rattling in its lungs. So we decided to take it to a vet. The vet looked over the cat. It had, you know, they said, thank God you found the kitten because or like they said, basically, like it was meant to be that you found the kitten because the kitten would have died if it had not, you know, been seen. They gave it antibiotic pain treatment because it has infections in its lungs and in its nether regions. So it's just in bad shape. It hasn't eaten since like in a while. It was just in really bad shape. So we had it completely
The thing is, she's a liar, right? And I know a lot of you will feel empathetic for her because she comes across as somebody that is, you know, just trying to do the right thing. She's not. Nothing about her is ever trying to do the right thing. She is sneaky. She is conniving. She is the girl world version of our very own, you know who, that will not embrace her food, but unlike Foodie. But do not, for real, seriously, do not even try to feel bad for this woman. She is so gross. If there was a better background story to give you all of her history, I would. But just know she is not somebody that deserves your empathy at all.
We looked over, treated. We're given antibiotics to give twice a day. So basically, after getting online, buying all the supplies, I kind of felt like we kind of talked it over, and we felt like, you know, what if it does have a mom?
Exactly,
Maybe we should see about the mom. I don't know.
She is vile.
Anyways, long story short, we went back to the park, and there is a mom. The mom looks also malnourished and not in good condition.
Wow, great recommend. Thank you, Butter Crimpet. Wasn't in bad shape and near death. It was bright-eyed, alert, energetic, exquisite, cleaning herself. Pathological liar. Look at her boogie. Like, if you're going to be all up in the camera, can you at least clean your nose out? You know what I mean, Rhonda? Like, why am I staring at a booger? I hate when people are just that, like, it doesn't take much to make sure, if you're going to have your big old face in the camera, that there's not a booger or spit or anything disgusting going on. Oh, with that, weighs 300 now at 190. Congratulations, Texas. That's awesome. She claims that she never saw the mother. She was never there. Stomps feet. Right. She's a pathological liar. I'm telling you, she is, we're looking into the future here, my friends. Looking into the future.
But I don't know if it is right, if we're able to just snatch cats off the streets.
Lonnie.
You know, I don't know.
Good morning,
I'm not in
Foodie.
Canada. I'm in a different country. And I have to take that into account as well. So,
she never takes these things into account until it's too late. Right. She's that kid in school who ate glue and then said, look at me. Worry about a healthy kitten, but not worry about her own cat, Julia. Yeah, that's walking around and she emits with dingleberries and she neglected her other cats and left them in Canada. She's so nasty. Right. She chose to be smug. She knows everything. You can't tell her nothing. Matter of fact, she often taunted people to report her. Go ahead, report me. And now that she's reported and they're looking into her ass hauls ass back to Canada.
I will insert some videos of us here. We found the mom for the baby, and immediately it started nursing. The cat, the vet said, is 8 weeks, so you know it's still nursing on its mom though. So, alhamdulillah, we found the mom. I'm so happy. Here's the videos. All right, so here is the mom. I don't know where she was earlier, but she's reunited with her kitten. So, yeah, all is well, except that I'm still worried about the health of the kitten and the cat. So,
look at that mother.
Any donations that we...
Does this look like a kitten that was abandoned by his mother because it's so sick? No. This mother is loving on her baby that Chantel here kidnapped.
Received, we will still put towards feeding this little family.
You hear that?
Any donations that we received, we will still put towards feeding this little family.
So any donations that we received, now again, she's not allowed to solicit donations being a visitor of that country. But the other thing is, she will then go on to tell you all that she only received $70. It did not even cover the vet visit. Then how are you sitting here saying that you will continue to feed this family? She's so gross. She's such a liar.
So if you'd like to still, you know, it'll still be Bruce Lee, our little cat, but it'll just be in the park. So yeah, we will still come daily to give the antibiotics and everything like that, and take care of the cat and feed the mom, give them water. It looks like the cat is still nursing despite being about 8 weeks.
Kenna, thank you so much. I stand with Granny always. Thank you for being a member here. It's illegal to ask for donations. She's such a scumbag. Tammy, thank you so much for the 18 months. Sharon the Walsh lives in Canada and she grifts, the one with the boyfriend. Yeah. This is Foodie Beauty. She is a glimpse into the future of our own personal Foodie Beauty over
what
here.
the vet said. So yeah, here's just some really cute footage of the kitten nursing. Now when we did take the kitten out of the carrier, it didn't want to leave, and then you know, eventually found the mom. The mom is very cute. And
she's so fake. The mom is very cute. You don't give a shit about the cats. Shut up. This is not her first time. She's been raising money for feeding the cats and sponsor feeds for herself. She's on a tourist visa, not work visa. She's a massive shit. Barbara Hall, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, I think so, Stone Fox. Right, Katie. Jen Kovo with the 22 months. Good morning to you, my friend. Thank you for being a member here. Hey, Ellie.
and so is the kitten.
Always,
I can't get
always
over how
appreciate
adorable that is. I really hope they're gonna be okay.
Look at the kitten feeding, and she's like sitting there acting like she cares. Like, oh, you don't give a shit. You didn't give a shit when you kidnapped that kitten. Ironically, Salah knew right where to find him. Hey, She-Wolf. The whole thing was a scam.
In the Kuwait heat and, you know, the harsh conditions of being outside. I didn't mean anything nefarious or bad from, you know, doing this. I just wanted the kitten to get checked out. And
you hear what she's saying there? This is the problem with people like Chantel with Foodie. She already knows at this point in making this video that she disrespected their country by breaking their law. She broke the law several times over, but this time it got the attention of an organization over there called Pause that will make sure that she is held accountable. And instead of just shutting up, instead of just remaining quiet, she has to go on the defense because that is who and what she is, a narcissistic idiot. So she's now trying to justify why she broke their law, even though she made it very clear, oh, I'm not in Canada anymore. She does not care. You can't tell this woman anything. People have warned her 10 times over for years now that she is disrespecting their laws, but she keeps doing it. She is horrible. Yes, she did separate the mom from the baby.
And
I'll pull that up next time.
And you know, I really wish I could save every cat I see. I really do, but that's not the reality. And anytime I do anything like this, we just have good intentions. So
you never have good intentions. Enjoy this poor mother that I put through stress with this baby. Look at her. Look at me. I'm a good person. I'm going to give them a can of food. The baby's nursing. Why would you even put it so far away that the mother has to now abandon the nursing kitten to even get it? Like, you couldn't just go lay it right there. She could eat it. I mean, nothing. I can't stand this woman. Hey, Heather. She hates me? I don't even know who that is. Sorry that they hate me. Hey, Blondie. So this is her little cleanup, right? She thinks she's doing something here, but she's not. Look at all the good deeds I do for the cats.
Water. And
hey, AT.
I think that's honestly the best thing.
You, AT. I found you. I'm sorry.
You know, maybe the cat will have diseases or something that we don't know about yet. I am kind of worried about Juice. I think, you know, we were a bit impulsive taking the cat. And
what did she just say? She say she was worried about Jews?
I am kind of worried about Jews. I think, you know.
Is that what she's saying? She's worried about Jews? Everybody loves me. Did she just say that? Am I misunderstanding this here? I'm so sorry, Angie. I couldn't find you before, and I did find you, and I apologize. You were accidentally blocked. We adore you over here. We would never block you. She already has cat food from her own cat. She's just a liar. No, I never cover her. She calls Julie a BB Jews. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Have diseases or something that we don't know about yet. I am kind of worried about Jews. I think, you know, we were a bit impulsive taking the cat. And, and I'm not even sure if we're really allowed to do that. So I just don't want to go there. And I just feel like it has a mom. This is the best thing for now.
She now feels this way after she's in trouble, right? Like, she didn't feel this way as she stole the cat, as she stole the kitten from his mother. She feels this way now.
I do want to say, for the very miserable people
who, everybody's miserable,
you know, were just so awful and hateful when we were trying to do something good, have the nerve to sit.
Oh, I can't stand the booger and the spit between her lips. I can't even look at her. Do you think? No, I don't think she's done anything of hygienic. Oh, I can't. I can't sit right in the camera like this and just look that way. You know what's so funny? We have our own personal soon-to-be foodie that will never get the recognition Foodie does, but is as gross, narcissistic. Everybody else is the problem, never her. And ironically, her name is no other than BJ. She says the mama wasn't around when they took the baby, but mama was there when they returned her. Yeah, please.
Sit there and claim that I'm an animal abuser. Have the nerve to complain when you see cats when I'm out and about. If we're ever out and about and you see a starving cat or you see a dead kitten on the street, you have no rights to complain about that, because you complain when you see that and I can't do anything about it. And then when I try to do something nice, you complain and you know, say you're going to mass report, blah, blah, blah.
See how it's everybody else's issue, not hers? Everybody else's issue, not hers.
It's actually really sad. And then you have the nerve to say that I'm the animal abuser. For those of you who sent donations to PayPal, I didn't make all kinds of money like people think. If you want your money back, let me know. I'll be happy to refund it. Let me know either way if you want it refunded. You can send me a message on there.
Why not just refund all the money? If you know at this point that you're in trouble, why not refund all the money, apologize, and lay low? Because that's not what narcissists do.
If you want the money to go towards the cat still, because we have the antibiotics already, the food, and what I'm going to do is go to the park and still give the antibiotics, because that will give the cat another chance at, you know, more of a chance at life. I'm going to still do my best to, you know, buy supplies for the cat, like feed the cat, feed the mom, go give them water every day, try to help them in the park.
She's not going to do that every day. She doesn't do anything every day. She literally doesn't move. It's illegal to ask for donations, right? So here's what happened. Of course, the internet reported her, and they reported her to a business called Pause. Ministry of Social Affairs and Labor, Foodie Beauty. This individual solicited funds excuse me, without prior authorization from the ministry and clear violations of laws governing donation collection. Furthermore, the individual is not licensed or affiliated with any authorized charitable organization in Kuwait. The case is especially serious as the appeal for donations was published publicly with photos of the cat and reference to veterinary care. She got a $100 donation. I'm sure she's gotten more than that. Exactly, Tambat, and I can't stand people like her. She should have admitted, I did not care about the laws of the country I'm in. I disrespected them. Actually, I broke them. It was a stupid, say nothing. Get an attorney. I don't know. Legal grounds. This act constitutes a clear violation of Kuwait laws regarding regulation of fundraising and charitable solicitation. The defendant entered the country under a visitor's permit and is not authorized to collect donations in any form. Would that be including Super Chats, Face of America? I don't know if it would, but it should. This is not the first offense reported against this individual. Requested action. We kindly request the ministry to take appropriate legal action against the individual for 1. Unauthorized collection of donations. 2. Violation of laws regarding charitable activities. 3. Operating under a misleading identity on social media platforms. Now, that part stood out to a lot of people, including me, because operating under a misleading identity on social media platforms. A lot of people are saying that her and Salah are not married. It should include super chats because she doesn't even ever get those kinds of super chat stickers. Right. She tried saying it was like $70 in PayPal, but then said that it wasn't enough for the vet bill, but then said she'll use the donations to continue taking care of the cat. So either you made enough or you didn't. You can't have it both ways. She could even legally make money. She is only on a visitor. So she probably, every creator super chat and look at all the channels. They allow the grifter. Right, but by country, not by, YouTube. No, of course not. She only thought about a quick money scheme. She saw that as soon as she mentioned the kitten, people started taking, sympathy and sending money. And that's all her and Salah saw it as, is a quick come up. Because they're scammers. They're schemers. I heard she got anywhere between 500 to 700 in donations. She needs a work permit, doesn't have one, as she visa hops every 3 months. Then she was mad because she couldn't ask for donos. Yeah, unless you guys want to play that. Here's more of the complaint. Kind regards. The Undersecretary of the Ministry of Social Affairs and Labor. I mean, they're reporting, as they should. All right. Is it this one? Hold on. Okay, yeah. Let me share this tab. I will drop the link to the video. She's from Canada. Hi. She's in Kuwait.
Foodie Beauty deleted. Community posts. This is the last post I will make publicly about this matter. I am okay. Don't worry about that. First off, I don't in any way condone.
Never mind. I can't do the AI voices. There's better videos on it by actual humans. But she does. She's raging at the animal rescue group. Of course, it's their fault, not her fault. She's just so gross. Now I know. Thank you, Kelly. How do you guys are texting me? It is this one. All right, so let me grab this video link. Here we go. I can't do AI readings. They drive me nuts too. And if you're going to do AI, at least do a good voiceover.
For you. And
so this is Garlic. She can't ask for donations. Go back. She says that. She cries about it. She cries about it.
It seems like things are getting worse for Chantal. Pause. Kuwait has put out another message. I'm going to let you hear the message at the end.
Matter of fact, a few times I participated in Gorl chats, I always, without doubt, has somebody attack me. Always, Garlic. Always, without doubt, I would be attacked in the chat.
End of this video. But I want you to listen to also what they've typed out, which is essentially the same thing. So it says, please all be sure we don't have any personal issues with Chantal. Before Bruce, we don't know who Chantal is. But after what happened with Bruce, apparently, they certainly know. And they go on to say,
thank you, Flo.
Information. They saw the donations.
Hey, Rowena.
And they admit, and this is the first time we've seen from them, although we did hear from Chantal, that she came to them and offered the money. Now, it's interesting because...
So she went to the company, just now, 3 Mars. She went to the company and offered the organization, and offered them the money. And they felt like by doing that, if they accepted that money, they would be in trouble. They are basically aiding and breaking the law. she took it as if, oh, I'll just clean up by saying, hey, do you want the donations that I've received? Which is so wrong to do. I mean, I don't know what she was thinking there. Goody Two Shoes, thank you so much. If you guys haven't, will you please hit the thumbs up? Hey, tell it as it is. Welcome. Hey, Zero. The cat thing, housing person filming an oil field. Oh, she's done a lot. Oh, there are, Whitebird. Some of the chatters. I've been there for... I've been sideline watching for a very long time. Danny with 322. Thank you.
Again, I think a lot of us do struggle with understanding the laws and the culture to a degree.
Right. But we don't live there.
What Paul's is saying is she knew she had done wrong by taking the money. She then came to us and offered us that money. And to them, they saw it as being a partner in crime.
Yep.
They also acknowledged that once they knew a crime had taken place, it's their responsibility to actually report it. So that is why social affairs became involved. That is why the complaint went to the public attorney. That is why, according to them, these are all being investigated.
Right. So what you're hearing there is it has nothing to do with YouTubers that simply reported it, although I'm sure that's what started it off. But at the end of it, it's her actions that led to all of this. She'll never accept that because she's just like other people we know. But that's what happened. And they're telling you that. They're saying by Chantel coming to them and saying, hey, would you like these donations? That's the response that they had to do. I think she's in Canada. I think she ran back.
They claim this was all done on a CD. And more importantly, all of the videos. I don't know how they could get all of them. But let's say if they even got 60% of them, of her asking for money from day one when she came to Kuwait.
It's not even just that.
I don't know they could get all of them. We all know. Chantal would constantly come on live and inadvertently ask for a donation, ask for money, ask for a super chat.
Oh, it's not here.
So to say that they got all of them, it's a bit of a reach. But I mean, at this point, how much more do you need?
But that's not even the worst of it. Like, okay, so she did the whole cat thing, but she's done a lot of things that disrespected them. And that's what I thought was in this video, but it wasn't. So I do apologize. So the pause, they requested her videos. And her videos, again, like recording the oil. She has to understand she's not in Canada anymore. And she does say that. She says, not this one. I'm sorry, I thought I had it organized. So here's what they have to say about it. Again, this is the same channel. I will drop the link again in the chat. They are pushing out videos so quickly. They're fantastic at covering her. They always have. You can get all the great answers there. Yeah, that's a good idea, siblings. I can do that.
Here, Paul's Kuwait is asking. They're going to the community and saying, can you
provide? So here's the actual business, the actual organization for animals. And this is what they're going to people and asking for.
Provide us more information. Can you help us? And I will oblige. I know some people won't like this, but the reason I will oblige is this is because Chantal was given countless, and I mean countless warnings from people with good intentions, from people with negative intentions, from people that were simply split down the middle. I want to show you Chantal filming these oil fields, and I want you to listen to it. I want you to hear her voice, and I want you to understand what went into this. Chantal and Salah, this is a period where Chantal was not driving.
So he's involved in this as well. And that's why I wonder, and you all tell me, do you think that he wanted to get rid of her? Like he was helping her break their laws. Rule number 1 for all, Chantel lies. Rule number 2, she tells on herself. Please all remember that if this is your first exposure, buckle up, friends. Right. Again, don't have any empathy for her. She doesn't deserve it.
To go out on this endeavor. She had to film this. She had to narrate over this. She had to edit text into this. Okay. This is not just I'm going out and I'm going to put together a live stream and whatever happens, happens. Okay, this was all calculated.
Really, Divine.
And as this was happening, Chantal had already been warned about all the regulations, all the restrictions, all the rules in Kuwait, what should and what should not be filmed. Now, with that said, I want you to carefully listen to this.
Kuwait oil fields make up 8% of the world's total oil reserves.
Now, remember, most of us, I don't know where all you are in the chat where you live, but for me, I'm in America, right? So I could film something like this and it's not against the laws. It's not disrespectful to the culture. It is allowed. But where she's at, a lot of things are sacred. And she doesn't even care to know what she can and cannot do. She thinks if she just pretends to respect it and does whatever she wants as if she's free to do so, that she will not be held accountable. Well, her time has finally come. And who would have thought it'd be a kitten? Who would have thought it'd be the kitten? Right. Right, Rowena? Yeah, she's so disrespectful. The music in the background, the voiceover, like she's talking also. She doesn't care. People in Kuwait have no value for animals. The streets are full of stray and dumped pets. Bridges from Kuwait rescue. The graveyard where he had to tell her, stop stepping on others' resting places. It was so fake. All of it's so fake.
The second largest in the world is the Bergen field.
She's not married now. Hey, Smiley.
We passed by many of these oil fields, and I found it really cool because I have never seen one in person. There's supposedly approximately 104 billion barrels of oil in these
This is
fields.
illegal to do. Now, I'll admit, I don't know why it's illegal, right? I don't know their laws, but I don't live there. And if I lived there, I would absolutely care to know, but she just doesn't. Do you know why, Trainwreck Lover? I don't want to admit that I'm ignorant to it, but I don't know why. Slog comes from a very educated family, and she completely divided that family unit. His sister's a pharmacist. Which one of her personalities is this, right? It was a poop hole marriage, and she's on a tourist visa. Were they even married? I thought people were saying that it's like officially come out they're not married. Attacks. Okay, classified oil info. Safety of country oil reserves. Terrorism. It's the security risk. Right, that makes sense. Okay. I knew it was disrespectful. I just wasn't too sure why. Thank you for telling me. So there you have it. And she's given all the information. Stupid music.
Now, does that sound like someone that has a genuine concern? Does that sound like someone who has a fear or an understanding of what they should and should not be doing as a guest? And we know that now, as a guest in someone else's country. It
sure doesn't. It sure doesn't. It's legal to film certain prisons too around the world. I didn't realize that. But she also does is she goes around and they have good privacy laws, like great privacy laws. And she'll film herself like out to eat. And you'll see people in the background trying to cover themselves from her camera. Like she just doesn't care. She calls herself a revert Muslim, which she is far from. She does not even respect anything about their culture. Megan with the 347, thank you. Where'd that go? It's the same reason you don't take pictures in a bank, security reasons. Since she's not married, okay, I thought she knew someone from another country. She drives there. We've questioned if it was legal, as it's not legal to drive and live stream. She films the children. She just doesn't care. Hazel Eyes with the 348. You don't want to F around with the security breach risk, especially when you are a visitor to a country. You are a guest. You respect everything. You keep a low profile. Do you know what she has said instead? She has made statements that the others there are just jealous of her. And I will say she probably truly believes that she is something special over there. All right, let's pull this one up. Thought it was this one. So she basically makes a stream where she starts to cry and says, like, I just need to get out of here. I can't even ask for help to leave. I need to run. I mean, she really does. I am not exaggerating. Here it is. Now this...
I just feel really jaded and non-optimistic right now. What is there not to be optimistic about? I feel like every day I hate people more and more. That's just honestly how I feel.
Say it's not her fault again.
And I blame the internet for that. And I blame myself for exposing myself to the internet. You'll never make people happy no matter what you do.
So she blames herself for exposing herself to the internet. She doesn't blame herself for being so disrespectful to that country. Right. As always, there's always people like her. We know too many. What she has done in Kuwait is horrendous. To see the rest of her, watch her videos from Thailand. Flo, thank you so much for the gifted. Seeing her eat sent off my IBS. Oof.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. It's just, I don't know how to explain how I feel. I just feel grossed out. That's all. And just down.
You think
I
so?
have no idea, Kristen. Honestly, I can't find him. So if he were in my apartment,
I believe that's
story. I could keep eyes on him, right? The vet won't keep them. At least that one. I don't know. I don't know about another.
She's still acting like she cares about the damn kitten. Very private. Oil's a massive thing that side. Thank you, Tella. I appreciate you all just being kind about it. Entitlement, right.
One, but now I can't find him, and I haven't heard back from the organization I reached out to as to whether they had him or not. I gave them all the information, so like
no, what she did was she offered them the money. That's what she did because she knew she was in trouble. Jamie to 355. Thank you. I know, Sharon, and wouldn't you at the very minimum as a Canadian white woman going over there care to know? But she just thought her privilege would get her by. There's no doubt in my mind. And again, there are creators that have told her how badly she is disrespecting that country, and she didn't care. Instead, she called them haters. They were jealous. She's untouchable. She's untouchable.
Part of me never wants to go back to that park because if I see like the mom or if I see any of the cats deceased, like I can't handle that, like mentally, like I can't, I don't really want to go into what happened with the whole situation of how we were advised that it was in our best interest to return the cat. But
they were advised.
I didn't see her comment.
Leave it to Bieber.
No, wait, let me check.
Oh, jump scare. Holy shit.
How's Kuwait just uploaded up? No, wait, let me check. Okay. So, I guess they're being rescued. They've been rescued. But I feel like haters probably like bombarded them too, and now they're like, we're not accepting. There's like this big drama post on their page like we are dealing legally with people asking for illegal donations for the cat. Like, what? I hope they're not referring to me because I did not.
Of course they are, you idiot. Of course they are. She's so excited. She thought she was going to get ass pats. Right. She thought people are going to be like, oh, see, she does care about cats. After all these years of gross neglect towards cats, she does care. As if nobody knew what she was doing. She thinks she's the smartest person with her cheap little setup.
I do that whatsoever. Like, what? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love Snickerdoodle. All right. Update regarding the rescue kitten and her mother. There has been a lot of misinformation circulating regarding the stolen kitten. We want to clarify that the kitten and her mother had been safely rescued by one of our trusted team members, Sanaya, and have already been examined and treated at Royal Animal Hospital. All medical expenses have been fully covered by Paws Kuwait. Please note, anyone currently asking for donations on behalf of this kitten or her mother is not associated with our team in any way. No further donations are required or being requested by us. The kittens were discharged today and are now under foster care. We are currently working on securing a forever home for them in the USA. This matter is now under legal review. Our legal team, along with the relevant authorities, will be taking appropriate action against any individuals or pages who have used this case to collect unauthorized donations. An official statement will follow shortly. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Of course that's about her. Yeah, her mom's in Canada.
Yeah, no, I'm getting in shit. I bet you I'm going to get in crap for trying to be nice and help them. If it weren't for me, they even use my pictures on their page.
Imagine thinking that's a flex. Like, you broke the fucking law. You dumbass. You broke the law. Nobody gives a shit who took what photos. If you really cared about the kittens getting help, then you would be happy that the kittens are getting help. You wouldn't be like, oh, they even used my photo. So I should be, dismissed of all charges against me because they used my photo. I mean, you can't be this dense and ignorant and entitled.
They're not suing me because I'm not paying a dime. Like, I need to get out of this country, man.
They're not suing you, dumbass. It's criminal, not civil.
Like, insane. Which country villainizes people for trying to help? Like, what?
That's it. How dare they? How dare they villainize her for trying to help? That's what she did wrong. She was simply trying to help. She's so fucking stupid. It does sound familiar, doesn't it, Agent? Not once has she taken accountability for anything at all. No, they're looking to charge her, though. The people are following up on it.
Like, Yeah, they use my pictures that I sent them initially, and then go check out the post. It's like,
Yep.
I'm gonna go get it. I'm not getting off. Don't tell me to get off.
That's a lot telling her to get off.
Of course, Nicole, you got dogs. Of course. These are the people who say that we're bad people. Do you see what I mean?
See, and there goes Foodie again, right? Like, of course she got doxxed, Nicole, of course. Meanwhile, Foodie has doxxed so many people. They submitted it. Legal ball is rolling, and that's why she's rolling her fupa self out of there, isn't she?
Do you see how they are? How is it illegal, like, for me to take the cat and people said they would help with money to bring him to the vet, but it's okay for that organization to ask for donations?
Oh,
like, what?
Not a legit organization that is built and founded there. Not them asking for donations. What? Like, she really still doesn't get it. You are a guest there.
Shut up, Selena. I'm not mad they got rescued. Like,
Yeah,
I seriously need to get out of here. I can't. Doxing Nicole was the worst bullying. Yeah, but we're the bullies, right? We're the bullies.
No, you're a criminal.
Yeah, someone probably sent messages saying I'm a scammer. Exactly. Yep. I use my platform to help. Good.
Let's remind people of this, because this gets overlooked a lot of times in a lot of situations. You can be reported to anything, anyone, at any time. If you are not breaking the law, if you are not breaking TOS, if you are not breaking any guidelines, you cannot be held accountable. You will not get in trouble. The only way you get in trouble is if you do something to get in trouble. So if people report you to YouTube, if they mass flag your channel, if you're not doing anything, you won't get in trouble. If you are doing things wrong, YouTube will take action. The same thing with the police. People can tell somebody you're a scammer, but if you didn't scam, there's nothing to be held accountable for. How don't they get this?
Good luck. Send the law after me. I'm getting out of here. Honestly, I'm not staying here. Yep. I use my platform to help. Good luck. Send the law after me. I'm getting out of here. Honestly, I'm not staying here. Nope. Canada bees for life. That's it.
So the law's probably like, thank goodness. The thing is, I don't think she paid her taxes in Canada either, so I'm not too sure they want her. What she wants to do when she wants to do it. Right. It's her world.
Because I'm not staying somewhere where I get in legal trouble for helping a kitten from dying. Like, no way. Nope. Yeah, exactly, Kristen. Yep. Yeah, I'm leaving here.
What's crazy is she does think that's all it is. She does think that she's simply being picked on for trying to help a kitten. Or else she wants people to believe that. Right, the kitten was healthy. It was fine. It was nursing.
This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They're not suing anybody. It's ridiculous.
No, it's criminal.
Salah's messaging me right now. Your best thing is to stop messaging me because you're getting me mad too. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm tired of being silenced. I need to leave here so I can speak my mind, okay? I need to get the hell out of here.
Oh, imagine not having the freedoms that you did in other countries and then being shocked when you have to discover that the hard way. She's paying off bankruptcy. She needs to pay off taxes. Then she can sponsor him to go to Canada. That's what he's been waiting for. Do you think that once she leaves, right? Do you think that he's actually going to come to Canada to be with her? Do you think he's going to remain with her? I don't think so. I think that he wants her out of here. Hey, Sasha, good morning.
Investigating, exactly. Bye. Don't talk to me, Salah. Thank you. It's done. I'm leaving. I'm done. Sorry. I can't silence myself. Like, I'm done.
She can't even silence herself to stop herself and Salah, the love of her life, her king, from being in trouble. She just cannot stop. She will not stop. She can't sponsor him. She has no reliable source of income. They won't let her sponsor anyone. I think he is sick of her and ready for her to go to Canada and stay. I think so too. He is ineligible. His passport is wow. So he can't get to Canada. Oh.
I'm done with this whole situation. Like, you don't know what it's like holding.
So knowing that, do you think that he set her up? Do you think he's like, yeah, here, film the oil fields while I record, and then you post it? It started dying as soon as one in her chat sent a super chat wanting to give money to help the kitten. Then it was all, the kitten feels starving. Feels? And it's a mess. She's such a piece of shit. Because then she saw the sympathy donos rolling. What has she got on her lip? I know, Tella. It has been, hasn't it?
Like, I'm done. I'm done with this whole situation. Like, you don't know what it's like holding things in.
Holding things in.
Getting in trouble with the law for helping a cat, yeah. Or asking for donations for help. Yeah. I'm out.
Yeah, that's what it is. Not for helping a cat. It's not for helping a cat. It is for soliciting donations, which is against the law where you are at. Do people not care? Like, would any of you ever enter a foreign country and not learn their laws before you step on their soil? Would any of you be that entitled and arrogant to think that you can just do what you want in other countries? That is the biggest, and she's not even an American. She's Canadian. Because Americans seem to think that America is the only country, to be honest, but she's Canadian. Right. And that's why I mean, people don't understand how lucky, especially us in America, we are so fortunate for the freedoms we have. And you get a dumbass like her, or could be second person to say, we got a crack pipe burn, we got a meth pipe burn, or we got herpes. Right, a visitor. She's a visitor. How dare you? How they won't help her. They don't even want her representing them.
I'm out.
I'm out.
If I can't have the freedom to say what I need to say here, I'm out.
Did you not know what freedoms you have or don't have there? What a dumbass. I mean, seriously. Right, we're guests. If I can't have the freedoms to, do you know where you're at? Hello? Dumbass.
I'm done.
I'm done. She's
Enough law's giving me shit. He's giving me trouble.
He should.
Yelling at me.
He should.
I'm done. I'm done.
Because guess who's going to be left to pick up the pieces? You dumbass. He should. You don't know when to stop or when to shut up.
I'm going home. He's yelling at me for speaking my mind.
Right, because it's illegal.
That's how it is. You get in trouble. Yep.
Yeah.
You're speaking your mind.
Did you just figure that out? Did she just figure that out, that you get in trouble there for speaking your mind?
So I'm out. Honestly, I don't feel safe telling you the whole story right now while I'm here. So I'm leaving. I'm trying to regroup so I can talk about it.
I'm not telling you the story. I'm trying to regroup so I can talk about it. She's such a victim. She's such a fucking victim. You have the right to remain silent, but she doesn't have the capabilities to do so. She's so arrogant. Oh, I can smell it.
Yeah, a good deed gets you investigated, right?
Yeah, that's
because they listen to haters. They listen to haters. That's why.
Put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody somewhere that blames everything on the quote-unquote haters. Hey, I didn't run the stop sign. The haters made me do it. I didn't break the laws of your country. The haters made me do it. Again, you can't get in trouble if you're not doing anything wrong. It doesn't matter what the haters say. Oh, people like her infuriate me. But it's all over. So she breaks laws of a country and then flees said country and blames the haters. Yes. That's always how it is. Amber Lynn doing this. She won't ever get outside of Lexington. She's laying the groundwork of blaming him and being his victim. You think so? Yeah, he's in trouble too. Hence why he's telling her to shut up. Yeah, Google Maps is a hater. She keeps flipping between, I won't be silenced anymore, to I'll say whatever I want because I'm Canadian. Pick a lane. And then says I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I can't talk about it while I'm here. But yet keeps talking. She doesn't shut up.
Why? They're insane. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Gets you investigated, right? Dude, because they listen to haters. They listen to haters. That's why. They're insane. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I need to leave. I need to go home. Chantal, what I witnessed the other day was a maternal instinct kick. And you thought it was beautiful drama.
A maternal instinct. You think this woman has a smidgen of maternal instinct in her? Wow.
Anyone make you feel ashamed of that? Thank you, Nina. We love you and we'll be here. I don't feel ashamed. And I know I didn't do anything wrong. That's the thing.
There she goes again. If you didn't do anything wrong, right, Flo, you would have nothing to worry about. If you didn't do anything wrong, you wouldn't be saying a word. You'd be okay with it. She just doesn't get it. And it's a shame because we deal with people over here in our sector too that just don't get it. Instead, they will blame everybody and everything. It doesn't matter how much their lives are destroyed over it. They just don't get it. Oh, the police show up in my house? I'm validated. What?
You know? I'm not even allowed to ask for donations, apparently, for help to be sent home. So, no.
There it is, folks. She's even a victim of that. She can't even ask for donations to get home. I thought she says Salah gives her monthly allowance, monthly money. Didn't she say that? I'm pretty sure that's what she said. You go home every 3 months or so, but you can't go home now?
This life isn't for me.
With the chicken? Shit.
No, Deb, I felt something was up because I messaged them and they said they were going to help. I sent them all the information. I sent them the pictures of the cats and everything. And then they didn't answer me, like, for a whole day, you know, because I said...
Right, because you said, do you want the money? So Watermelon Moonshine says, I don't know this woman, but the video she showed of oil refineries or reserves, she can be tried for treason, aka spy. It carries death. Wow. Wow.
No, Deb, I felt something was up because I messaged them and they said they were going to help. I sent them all the information. I sent them the pictures of the cats and everything. And then they didn't answer me, like, for a whole day, you know, because I said, do you accept PayPal donations? Because on their...
Because she tried to get the donations that she solicited illegally, she tried to hand over to this organization. And they're like, wait a minute, if we accept that, then we are basically co-signing her breaking the law. And because they respect that country, they're not going to be part of that.
Their very own page, they say, we need help, you know, with this and that and that. So I thought it was just helping. I'm scamming how? Like, what? Like, I received like $70 in PayPal and I used like 50 or more for the pet pet pharmacy vet clinic.
See, there she goes again. 70 in PayPal. She used 50 for the vet visit. But yet we all heard her say in that one video that she will continue to use the donations that she received to take care of the kitten and his mother. So how could you do all of that if you only received 70 and you spent 50 of it? And what are the odds that Salah knew of a veterinarian to take the cat to, right where the cat was? I kind of feel like he set her up. I think he's like, yeah, I'm going to get rid of you one way or another, bitch. You're out of here.
Like what?
Like what?
Get a life. Anyway, do what you want. I'm done.
Get a life, she says.
I offered to send them what I had from PayPal left to them to help. And they're like, we're investigating. Okay.
Well, you think they want your $20 that you broke the law on? I don't think so. Right, so she offered, it wouldn't even be 25, it'd be 20. If she had left over and thought that was going to smooth things over, that was just going to be, you know, all's good now? Okay.
I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing, I don't have to live my life this way.
You know what else is stupid? Why would you ever admit on the internet that you're now going to flee the country? Oh, man. Poor guy. I know. Almost 3 years there. She knows nothing. Spends her time combing TikTok for diets to help her lose weight that she will never, ever try to implement into her life. What did people do before this donation stuff? Goodness, figure it out yourself. Why does she need donations? Because this is just what she is. She is a grifter. And she sought the opportunity, which would have been, you know, a regular thing, like, oh, look at this kitten. And then the chat went along, and then she amplified the need of the kitten. And suddenly the kitten was starving and needed her to save the kitten. But she needed your money to help save the kitten. She should have just played Arms of an Angel behind her and went all out. What an idiot. And was it worth it? Was the alleged supposed $70 that you received worth it? Oh, this is all happening right now, Gary.
I don't have to. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking more, Salah. Keep messaging me. Keep doing it.
Even like that, he is there. He's telling her what you're doing is going to get you in more trouble. She only has him in that country with her, and she doesn't care. She does not respect what he is saying because she's so stubborn that she just thinks she can say what she wants.
No, I'm going home soon. Nicole,
My heart is breaking because I know you have love in your heart now that we care and see yourself. Thank you, Nicole. I'm so sorry they did that to you, doxing you over an internet thing. So you people who are insane never have the right to say any of us over here are vile because we don't.
Oh, because, you know, she's never doxed anybody over an internet thing.
Don't sit here doxing people. This populated in the Western where you're used to seeing any animal in need on the streets and helping you did what Allah wanted you to do. You are too sweet and kind. The beaches love you for that. Thank you. Thank you, discombobulated. Thank you.
She just did what Allah wanted her to do.
I know, for them treating me like I'm some criminal scammer.
You
I'm trying to help.
No, you're not.
There's proof of them not wanting their donations back. Exactly.
Their donations back? There's proof of them not wanting their donations back? Is that what happened? Nicole, you gave us all your personal information on your YouTube For You page, so none of us did anything out of the ordinary, but click the link you provided. Wow. So she's a self-doxer that's now crying doxed? Isn't it funny how the victims all flock together? Right, you people, Lady B. How many times have we heard that? They all find each other. Yeah, disrespected her husband like that live as well. Cringe. Not saying he deserves respect. I just mean with the culture and the whole Aaron filthy stained laundry with the internet. No, you're right. She does not care. They are housed and get benefit. We both living on oh. We
I have proof on my PayPal for that. And I spent a big chunk of that on taking the kitten to the vet. I have the antibiotics. Such BS, man. I got dogs last year, but they got my legal. These people are sick. This is what I'm jaded against. I hate people like this.
You're one of the people. She's one of the people. You're one of the people that was constantly doxing people. If you click the link, it takes you right to her personal Facebook. What an idiot. She does. I'm telling you, she does. That's why she's here. She is a criminal.
They're disgusting.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Yeah, I need to leave. I put the cat back because I was forced to. We were forced to. I begged not to. I need to, I can't.
Why would you even do this stream?
No, I haven't booked a flight. You're beautiful, Nicole. Have you seen what most of them look like? Please. Thank you, Buttercup. I'm leaving. Yep. I'm not dealing with this stuff. No way. Getting in legal trouble for helping a kitten? No. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all it is, Chantal. That's all you
I don't
did.
care if I have to live on the street in Canada. I'm gonna do it.
Poor kitten.
Yeah, I know. Teardrop is awful. Hi, Andre Marie. Don't know, Jessica. I just don't feel like I can talk about it much, really. Hello, Zaliopa. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't even want ice cream anymore. I don't want anything.
Oh no, she doesn't even want the ice cream. She doesn't even want the ice cream anymore. This is a true tragedy. Can you believe it, guys? I don't even want the ice cream. What the fuck? That's how we know this is a tragedy. I don't even want the ice cream anymore. Do you know how horrible this is for me? I don't even want the fucking ice cream. Oh my God. You're talking about fleeing a country because you broke the law. And you have the nerve to say, I don't even want the ice cream? Like, this is your problem. Where are your priorities? The fucking ice cream. Wait, I gotta hear that again.
Hello, Zaliopa. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't even want ice cream anymore. I don't want anything.
She still wants that ice cream. It's on her mind. That's why she said it. Who else is thinking about ice cream at a moment like that? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she definitely went on to eat that ice cream. Like, who's thinking of fucking ice cream right now? You are literally facing breaking the law in a foreign country where you are a visitor and you even bring up ice cream? That tells us you do, in fact, want that ice cream. You would be shoving it down, dripping all over yourself right now if you had it. Oh, bless it.
I'm gonna get off and talk to Salah.
If I was him, I wouldn't even talk to her anymore. She doesn't respect what he's saying anyway. Does she just lick the damn paper towel to wipe her eye?
I'm gonna get off and talk to Salah.
Oh. Libertarian progressive out there. I want to remove every animal of reproductive rights, especially dogs and cats. What?
And
Ew.
I'll just see you guys later.
Bye-bye. She has to go get that ice cream now. 90-Day Fiancé-ish, and people have no clue what they are signing up for moving to another country. At least do your due diligence and respect our laws. She doesn't care. And this is why you, like, even if you could feel bad for her, you shouldn't. Because she is so grossly disrespectful. Here. Like, I can see how if you don't know anything about her and you watch that, you will feel empathetic for her. Like, wait, was she really just trying to help a kitten? But she wasn't. She's not. That's not who and what she is. She's a nightmare. She's a horrible person. That is scary. Thank you, Butter Cricket. Gingivitis in her future. She did look at napkin. She is disgusting. All right. So does she? It's not even her husband, I think, is what everybody's saying.
You know you've made a few pretty significant mistakes in your life when a simple Google search of your name returns a link to your Kiwi Farms thread as the first result. Even worse is when that thread is in excess of 1,400 pages and growing steadily. Each post dedicated solely to documenting, discussing, and speculating upon every single move you make in your public life on the internet. Worse still, when someone decides to check YouTube to see what you're all about, a search of your channel yields results of videos about you instead of by you. These are the telltale signs that you are not an entertainer, but the entertainment.
Well, imagine living there for 3 years and saying, if I can't say what I want, like you don't know the laws of the Middle East? You don't know what you signed up for? Luggage when she went to Kuwait, when she should have left them behind. Right. Like, what don't you get?
The vast majority of views and therefore revenue produced by your presence going directly into the pocket of the people talking about you while you struggle to get by, and every attempt you make to silence them and put the money back in your own pocket only helps them to grow richer. This is the position that the Foodie Beauty has found herself in, her seemingly only recourse to leave the internet and find a real job. However, that simply isn't possible. By their nature alone, the chance of any e-celebrity actually leaving the limelight and returning to the workforce is very low, but she, being the subject of this sort of dedicated collective of internet anthropologist curiosity, makes it nearly impossible for her to find any kind of meaningful or fulfilling employment opportunities. This does not, however, mean that it is the fault of her onlookers that she is stuck in this position.
And that's what she always blames, everybody else. She has opened a door for the officials to investigate her many times, begging for money and sponsorships for food, etc. over the last 3 years being in Kuwait. She might be seriously effed. Now, what happens if she runs to Canada, which people are, assuming that she has? Well, what does that do then? And all the places to go and violate the laws of the Middle East. That's what I'm saying, CJK. Can you be that stupid? Right, John B. Imagine going into someone else's home and telling them what to do and how they're going to run their house. That's what she has done. She has gone over there. She has made a mockery out of their culture, made a mockery out of their land, made a mockery out of... I mean, she literally sat on camera and ripped apart Salah's friend. And like the most disrespectful way that you can't do in that country. She just never cared. She is a selfish, disgusting woman. There is a popular saying she should have heeded. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Only in this case, when in Kuwait, do as the Kuwaits do. Well, Chantel does what Chantel wants to do. Everybody else's world. And a wife, yeah. She just won't be able to return. That's it. Well, yeah, she'll just run. She'll run then. That's all. Yes, Face of America, thank you.
Their attention is a direct result of her actions. She has no one to blame for her situation but herself. But, to be fair to her, the chance of ever returning to her particular line of work was pretty much down the toilet before she even started pursuing YouTube as a career, long before she became the subject of nearly weekly controversy and daily discussion.
I think
she's out, before we answer any questions in regards to how she became trapped in this digital Sisyphean prison, eating food for the camera just to be able to afford food to eat for the camera, we first have...
Look at her here.
Then I thought I'll just drink the charcoal.
I believe she's being intentionally ambiguous here in order to make the viewer think that she had actually taken a dangerous dose, but in reality,
she always tells these weird stories, like how she met up to go to like have a threesome with a couple, and they weren't into her, and she got too drunk, and then she basically threw up and shit all over their bathroom and left. Like, she's a slob. She stalks people. She's made hateful, racist comments. She's just a disgusting, entitled person. And now she has landed herself in a country where she is running from the law because the haters reported her. She's so nasty. She's so nasty. So this is what she writes over here. Prompted by concerns over fraudulent activity. She's quoting what the organization said. First off, we did not start fundraising for rescue efforts. Pause is acting like we raised thousands for ourselves under the guise of helping animals. No, but you raised money. It doesn't matter if you raised $1. You raised money. That is against the law. They're accusing us of scamming for donations. We saw a sickly-looking kitten in 45-degree weather without his mom. You guys saw the kitten. The kitten was not sickly-looking. Someone sent the first super chat without me even asking. I said, we are on a tight budget, but if people want to help, I will take in the cat and adopt it for us personally, and we will take it to the vet right away. The article below even says to avoid penalties, individuals can donate directly to vet care or for supplies or to an organization, which I did. I offered money to Pause. If this is not allowed, they could have simply said so, and that would be that. But no, because they want clout and applause for publicly persecuting, trying to, someone who was only trying to do a good deed. So now the organization wants clout. Now the organization's just against her too. I mean, it's never her fault. No one else to blame. She has a lot stitching. Super chats are not fundraising. They are part of my job. They were sent for the kittens as they thought I would be adopting it, but because we got told to return a kitten, we did that. Now, here's another question. If she's a guest there and she doesn't have a working visa, is she allowed to work still through YouTube? How is she pulling that off? Right, Heather. Like, isn't that against the law too? She admits it here as part of my job. Super chats, I would be adopting it. I then asked the people who gave the super chats if they wanted them back. They said no. For scammers offer money back. We received, scammers offer money back instead of just sending it. Sure. We received very few PayPal donations, which were used for the vet clinic, which you all saw on live. We will have the vet testify also. So none of the attentions were fraudulent. We received PayPal for the vet care and food. We went that night to do it. The vet said the cat wasn't going to live much longer. We didn't say that. A medical professional did. So Pause is going to start this huge investigation over like 15 KD, which was used as we said it would be. Where's the fraudulent activity? Laughing my ass off. This is all such a joke. Also, it's not illegal to do YouTube content as a tourist in any country. Oh, so now it's just YouTube content. Not that you're filming things that aren't allowed to be filmed. Okay. This is all such a joke. Also, it's not illegal. If that were the case, explain travel vloggers. How many travel vloggers have we seen be arrested? Laugh out loud, laugh out loud. Unprofessional Pause. So now she's mocking the company. Unprofessional Pause is also right off, accusing us of malintent with the donations. Asking why was the mother not taken? Maybe because the mother wasn't there at first. It is clear they just want to make this all for drama. We will fight any criminal investigation because I can assure you 15 KD of help money to help a cat from caring people is far from a scam ring. And for people saying I buy food for myself, prove it. Pull up any video to prove that. I mean, we are well prepared. We literally bought cat food and vet care the day we received the donations. We have proof for this. We are well prepared. I didn't want to make another post, but I clearly needed to since I literally have to write out word for word for the idiots encouraging and getting excited at the thought of me being detained and thrown in jail over 15 KD. Now listen, do I want anybody to go to jail? No, personally I don't. Especially in a country they're not from. But the fact that she still will not admit that what she did was illegal, or I'm sorry, don't admit it. You never admit to a crime. But stop justifying your actions. Stop blaming everybody but yourself. If she took accountability, I'm sure less people would be angry. But because she has always been this way, she has always been a narcissistic, entitled bitch, people don't have sympathy. And they shouldn't. I do believe her and Salah are married because you can't live with a man without being married. That's why many people don't think they live together. Although when she was live one time, she said he wasn't there, and then the bedroom door was open, and then it was shut, and you could tell it was only his bedroom. So, I don't know. But that is the current happenings. Thank you so much for telling me. So she's saying 15. Yeah. So she's sticking to the it was $70. She can't help herself, Pink Stripe. She can't. Yeah, I don't think she's ever had any sincerity. Everybody else's fault. Everybody else is to blame. For anybody who wants to see the backstory on Foodie, if you have more curiosity, I will link the channel that is the Canadian Horror Story. I will link the channels, again, that we played today, which would be Barbecue Chillin'. Let me copy it. As well as garlic bread. Here we go. And we will follow up on this. We will see what she ends up doing. I have a feeling she will walk herself just into further trouble. I don't think she knows when or how to stop. Let's see what she has going on over here before we exit left. Yeah, I deleted my post. Meant every word. I just don't want to give it attention. Impulsivity breeze, as usual. Going to deal with this situation privately. Not sure when I would make content. I'm tired of the internet. Even these posts. LOL. Okay, I'm out. And of course, shockingly, the comments are on. She usually turns them off. This is what the haters want, to scare you away. Guys, she probably can't if it's actually a legal matter. She's probably best not to say anything to feed the nonsense. She already did. She did too much. And this is what keeps her going, because look at all the sympathetic comments, which, again, I understand people having sympathy for her, but if you know her entire lore, you will find it so hard to have any. Let's go over. She kept Bruce Lee update. And where is Bruce Lee the kitten? Because, again, the views meant more to her than the legal trouble she's looking at. Like, this is what she does that they don't like you doing. She has zero respect. She even said before she appreciates that they have huge privacy laws there, especially for the women, but yet she films women in public. Oh, really? Pretty in Pink? So she stole someone's outside kitty baby, just doing his thing and being free, and she snatched it up to use as a prop to try to boast her clout. Yes. Try to convince the world that she cares about cats and she is the victim. Clearing the air again, because she never knows when to stop. And look, of course, she uses the thumbnail of her with the cat. Because she's just a cat lover. She sure did. And I'm curious to see what happens. I'm curious if she made it out. Thank you so much, Beachy. I appreciate you. Good stream, Granny. Foodie is always a wild ride. She always. The kid and mother were strays. The rest, yes, that's fact. Hey, Artist Creek. Tried locale 2024. She moved to Kuwait, Canada. They chop off there. They chop heads off there. Flutter Nutter, thank you. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind, would you please hit that thumbs up? I would really appreciate it. I know this is not a topic that many people are familiar with. I know everybody right now is on the same interest as far as drama goes. I wanted to bring something different. I wanted to introduce you all to a world I've been in the bushes for a long time now. Again, before Foodie was nothing more than, pretty much a laughing stock. But now she's a criminal laughingstock, and I felt fitting that we introduce her over here and take a look into this. Foodie is not a good person. She has never been. And now all of her karma has caught up, as karma does. And until these people like her, like the many that we know of, take accountability for where they are at and what they are doing, nothing will ever change. Sitting there saying, and still not grasping the severity of what you have done is infuriating. It's not as simple as, oh, I tried to save a kitten. And she knows that. She knows it's not. Thanks, Granny's watching. What has happened? I missed it. I don't know either. I've missed everything. Turn around. It's the same topic, so I appreciate something different. Me too, Lurker. Thank you. That's why I missed everything, because it's always the same topic. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm over giving somebody a perpetual victimhood. I want nothing to do with it anymore. I hear Nana's husband passed. I do give my sincere condolences to you. I couldn't fathom. I'm sorry. It's horrendous. She was filming in Chuck E. Cheese a couple of weeks ago there. She even asked them to shut their ambient music off so she could do her live. Wow. Thank you, Tuesday. I wish I knew more about the culture so I can give it its full respects, but all I know is that Chantel's a piece of shit. Foodie is a preview of what we're heading. That's what I said. It's a glimpse into the future. It's a good train wreck to watch. I watch her at night at work. Yeah, I can't. You're welcome, Rana. Thank you, Erwin. So what else has been going on? Anything interesting happening? I agree, Michelle. Thank you, Gertie. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up here. We'll follow up on everything that comes. I don't know how long it will be until she makes an update. I dropped 3 channels that I used today. If you want to follow more closely, especially Garlic World is uploading videos. Gosh, by the minute, it seems. Foodie Beauty's first warning about her actions. Well, we can pull that up really quick. They are busting them out left and right. Oh, Whitebird, thank you so much.
Oh, no. I can't be arrested for slandering Allah. You know why? Because he slandered us first, and he's a public figure. Nice try. You don't think I'm smart? I'm a lot smarter than all of you. Don't worry about it.
That's her response to somebody warning her that she's breaking the law. That's her response. I'm a lot smarter than all of you. If any of you dig deeper, please respect that Muslims don't judge other Muslims. Are you serious as a revert Muslim? And we'll explain things. Thank you so much.
And just like that, you learn where this attitude, this confidence came from. This stream, I will say, is probably one of her most foul. It was also really one of the first that was deleted in Kuwait. And the entire chat, her supporters, the Beezers, they begged her to stop talking. They pleaded with Salah to get her offline because, as you're going to see, as you're going to hear, none of this should be spoken about in Kuwait about another couple. And I can honestly tell you, of all the damaging videos that I could make, I would offer that this probably would be the worst.
This is where she goes off about his friends.
Basically doing stuff with his wife is the intent. In the house, and like, he's such a tightwad. He had like, what, 4 black guys living in the house, and like, he's a cuckold, basically doing stuff with his wife.
Do you know how illegal it is for her to sit here and say these things about a citizen? Again, she didn't care to learn their laws. She's going to learn the hard way that not every country has a freedom of speech. Not every country has the same laws. I was shocked that this wasn't the one that took her down, Tambat. I really thought it would be.
What we're insinuating here, imagine, Salah doesn't even want me, didn't even want me living with Pete, and he had 4 black guys living with his wife in the same room. They have a small apartment. There was like just a partition. Disgusting dogs. Hanzi, Shakmuta.
So while we will
she's such trash. I can't even hear it anymore. May she get whatever she has coming. Amen to that, Casual Art. And on that note, we are out. If you haven't, please consider hitting a thumbs up. We will stay updated as much as any update goes. But this is Foodie. This is where she has landed herself. She is now running from the law, trying to hop back to Canada, where she herself says she will end up homeless because she has destroyed her life and her internet legacy by being arrogant, ignorant, perpetual victim, narcissistic, and quite frankly, karma has caught up. And that's what happens, folks. It catches up to everybody. I will see you all next time. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow.